So I'm sure we're all aware Chanel had a recent price increase which pushed the classic flap to over $11,000, which is absolutely insane. I'm going to show you how you can curate your entire handbag collection, a timeless handbag collection, for under $11,000. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Celesta. We talk about all things luxury shopping and handbags. If you love those things, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification. I do post videos every week. Okay, so if you guys aren't new to my channel, either YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, this should be no surprise to you. I am very much not like a one style bag kind of gal. I like to curate my collection in terms of the events and like scenarios in which I would use them. Like for example, I would have a work bag, but then also have an evening bag. And I think that everybody's collection should be complete with at least one of these bags. So with the $11,000, I have 4 handbags, perfect for each situation that you would need the bag. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so for the first bag, I have the Celine Triumph. Most of these bags that I'm gonna be recommending, I personally have in my own collection. I feel like this is a great everyday bag. This is a bag you can just throw over your shoulder. It fits the essentials, but also it's not too big where you can't use it as like an evening bag as well. This bag, I really like, cannot recommend enough. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful bag. This bag, I believe, is $28.50, obviously before tax. So a great first bag to add to your collection. And on top of that, I do believe that this is a very timeless looking bag because Celine has never been one to be as popular, for example, as like the Gucci Marmont, right? Like the faster you rise, the faster you fall. So I personally believe that this bag can stand the test of time. And even if it like is no longer on trend, I could see myself still using this bag in like 5 years. Okay, so the next bag I actually have 2 options for you. If you are looking for a classic bag, something that you can also like dress up, dress down. And I think the reason why people get the classic flap is because they're looking for that classic bag element, right? Like even more classic than the Celine Triumph. And I have 2 recommendations, but you can't afford to get both. You have to pick one. Okay, so the first recommendation would be the Mini Lady Dior, and this retails for $5,100. I think that this is a great classic bag to add to your collection. This bag is not going anywhere. I personally want to be a Mini Lady Dior person, but like for whatever reason, I just can't get, I don't know, I just can't like fall in love with it. And I feel like if I'm spending $5,000 freaking dollars on something, I want to fall in love with it. So I think that this is a great bag. A lot of people have this. A lot of people love it. It comes in a ton of colors. They even have more like unique styles as well. Like they have some with like these beaded designs or even like pearls on them. Obviously those are going to run you up a little bit more money, but even with like a classic one, you can get it in white, black, pink, nude, those kind of colors. I think that would be a great addition to your collection, and that should scratch that like classic itch for you. Another option, which I kind of leaned towards, is instead of getting a classic flap, get the mini. Yes, these are very hard to find. I had to go the pre-loved route because it was so difficult to find, but I watched a ton of YouTube videos to find out that this fits the same capacity as the small. So you're literally paying half the price. This, I believe, is like $4,800 after the price increase, something like that. You're literally paying half the price for something that fits the exact same. It doesn't have the exact same look to the classic flap. Like you primarily wear it as a crossbody, but you can also like finagle the strap and double it up under the flap as well. So it's not like you're really missing out on that look. You're still getting that classic look and for a fraction of the cost. So I think this is the great way to go. So of course, if we're trying to fit into the budget, you shouldn't get both. You shouldn't get the mini and the Lady Dior, but I think either or would be a great option for you, especially if you're looking to scratch that like classic bag itch. Okay, so the next bag I have is a work bag, school bag, university bag, you know, something like that. And I think that like, I personally would not splurge on a work bag, for example. Like this is gonna be thrown around. You really just need a bag that is gonna match a lot of your outfits, that's gonna fit your laptop and like your lunch or your water, or whatever you need for every day. But it doesn't need to be a fashion statement. I think also depending on where you work, you want to steer away from kind of like the flashy logos and everything like that too. So for a work bag, school bag, university bag, that kind of bag, I have to recommend my Longchamp. This is gonna run you $150. If you get it in Europe, you can get it even cheaper. This is my favorite bag. I use this all the time. I use it for travel. I use it for work. Like, I think that this is perfect. And this is going to like fill that need in your collection. You're not going to be like, oh, I think I should buy a designer tote or whatever, because this is going to scratch your itch. This is going to run you up $150. This is perfect. You don't need a very fancy work bag. Okay, and our last bag before we hit the $11,000 price point, I have to recommend a bag that's going to be something that like turns heads. Like, I'm gonna be honest, the last few bags that we've recommended, classic bags, they're gonna stand the test of time. However, they're not bags that are gonna be like, ooh, like that's a nice bag. So I have two recommendations for you. So the first one, you guys know I freaking love my Prada crystal bag. I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's tacky. But I think that this is a beautiful bag. This is a bag that for sure like turns heads. This matches a lot of outfits, can be dressed up, dressed down. But also if you're not feeling the sparkles, I also love my Prada Clio. This one's in the gold one. This was technically part of their like holiday collection, so I think it's still available, but I think something like this is going to be something that you can just use when you're not feeling like that classic bag look. You want to dress up your outfit a little bit. I think also being a content creator, like you very much need bags that are not just like simple boring black bags. Like you need something that like gives it a little bit of oomph, and I think that that's one bag that you're kind of missing in this like curated collection, hypothetically. I definitely don't think that you need both of these. I also don't think that you need to continuously buy these like head turning bags. I think you really need one. I think if you're looking for something that's going to stand the test of time between these two, I'd probably go with the Clio, but of course the Clio doesn't fit that much, so I think you kind of have to decide for yourself. But I do think that this would be a great bag to use even for like an evening event, daytime, you know, stuff like that. Okay, so that sums it up for this video. That is how you spend $11,000 on your entire handbag collection, curating your entire handbag collection without spending it on just one handbag, let alone Chanel Classic Lab. Quality has not been amazing lately. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you are still purchasing the Chanel Classic Lab. Obviously, nothing can really like replace the Classic Lab. Like if your mind is dead set on getting a Classic Lab, like there's no bag in the world that's going to replace that, like, or scratch that itch for you. So let me know in the comments if you're still purchasing a Classic Lab at the current price tag that it is now. I'll leave another video for you guys here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.